And there we are. Good morning, everybody. We're in the copse of trees not far from the nice old lady's house who lets me visit and park there occasionally. And as you can see, they've done a lot of brush clearing since the last time I've been up here. But that's fine with me. I figured that they were going to clear and maybe build on this land one day. But this is what I have access to this morning, so I'm going to go ahead and make a walk and a talk here. What I want to talk to you today about is something important, something that you need to have in mind when you talk to others, whatever you build, whether you're building a better church, whether you are building parallel, whether you're building some community group or an educational group to better help educate the young people of where you live. And that is this concept of equity, equality, etc., that has sort of seeped into everything that we think about. Now, the reason that we need to kick that to the curb is because of the natural levels of discrimination and segregation that have to happen for anything you do to be successful. And we have to rekindle in us a healthy concept of inequality, of discrimination, because those healthy levels of discrimination and inequality have been beaten out of us for generations. So think about when you have a home or a private project that just you or just your family's doing, right? You don't want other people to be a part of that. Even friends you might have, they don't get to be a part of your inner family. And let's say you're building something at work. You're working with someone who, let's say you and 3 other people have been selected for a project because you're very good and very knowledgeable about this particular thing, and you've all come together for this work project and been working on it together for weeks. You don't want Steve from the mailroom or Jenny from HR coming in to help work on your specific project that your specialized skills are for, right? This kind of regular, natural, you might even call it meritocratic or hierarchical discrimination is a healthy, good thing. And we have to build around that going forward. We have to keep that in the forefront of our mind. Like old Papa Hoppa says, you have to physically remove the undesirable elements that will destroy and sabotage what it is you're trying to build, right? Well, how do we physically remove without the ugly, violent stuff, right? Well, but preparation, preemptive measures, right? Just don't allow in the people that you're not certain of, or at least mostly certain of. So let's say you're building a community school group, right? Well, if you know that there's a particular family that has lots of drug problems per se, let's say that you know that the people of this family group are known for shady dealings, let's say, you don't have to include them in what you're building. You don't have to be nice to them. You don't have to offer them a hand to what it is you're building. You have to remember that even though, especially us Anglos who grow up in the Anglosphere, even though it feels right to want to include everyone and give them a chance to prove themselves, you have to resist that impulse. That's not a healthy impulse. That's a self-destructive impulse that will sabotage you and sabotage what you're building. We have to be gatekeepers. We have to be very select with the people that we allow to build with us in our projects, that we allow to be a part of whatever things that we're building for our people's future. Maybe you're even doing something as simple as a gaming group, or a social club, or a book club, or a movie review club. You even have to scrutinize and keep people out of that too. Anyone who you think has even the slightest chance of being some kind of, I don't know, subversive element, or maybe just an idiot that doesn't belong in your crew, don't give them a chance. Just don't. It's okay. Maybe if you don't give them a chance and you deny them, and then maybe they ask you a question about why, be honest and tell them. Maybe that's the kick in the pants they need to improve themselves. Maybe that's the slap in the face that they need to go free. Maybe drop some lexicon on them when you do that. Be like, I don't know, you say a lot of anti-white shit on Facebook. I don't think I want you in the group. Or, I saw how you made this long rant post about whatever this anti-white thing is. And you can say, I'd rather I'd rather wait because what you said on this post or this tweet, it really bothers me, and I don't think you're the right fit for this group. Now, maybe they need that kick in the pants, that slap in the face. So in a way, you're doing them a favor. Nothing that's freely given has any value. It just doesn't. Anything that we build has to be exclusive. Exclusivity, of course, creates value. To go back to, basic market forces stuff. But it also matters when it comes to human interaction and what we build together. Because there's not really a good metric, in my opinion, for the social emotional currency that people need for fulfillment. I don't really have a good word for that. I don't have a good model for that. But economics and trade and stuff is, I guess, about the best analog that I know to talk about. So think about everything that you do sort of in the mind of like you're building a business or you're trying to build investments for your family's future. The things that you want to invest in, you want to be as sure of as possible, right? You want to be as sure of the money that you invest for the future as possible because you know that your family and your kids and stuff are going to need that. Oh, there's a car coming. I'm going to step over here. All right, there we go. Normally over here in this subdivision, there's almost no traffic. That kind of surprised me. Anyway, what I was saying about investing for your future being a decent analog to emotional, social investment, you know that the things that you invest for your children's future, for your posterity financially, you want that to be the most secure possible. I'm not into finance and investments. I only know the basic stuff about economy. So whatever type of CDs or interest rate juggling you might have, or whatever type of secure stocks you invest your money in, you want to choose the safest, best yield as possible to make the most money in the future. And you're going to be very discriminatory about the kinds of things you invest that money in. Apply that same discrimination that you have for discerning finances. I got to put my blast shield down. Woo, there we go. Man, the sun came out and it's bright. You have to apply that same level of discrimination, of hierarchical ordering of what you think would be valuable or dangerous for your investment. You have to apply that to the social emotional points that we all need to feel community, to build society, right? So everything that we make, I don't care what it is. Like I said earlier, a Go Free Club, a book club, anything we build, anything. Doesn't matter what it is. We have to be discriminatory against who we let be a part of that. And we have to scrutinize with our little magnifying glasses the people's actions and behaviors once we let them in. Maybe you accidentally let in a bad egg. Well, before things get rolling too far, before they get too much power and before they're too ingrained into what we're making, either address the issue with them or tell them that they're not a part of it anymore. And that's just how it has to be. So, I think I've talked enough on this today. This is something important that all of you that listen to me need to know. Most of you who listen to me, and at least the ones who comment, I know that you're all out there networking, building community. You're a part of things, whether it's churches or gaming groups or even internet clusters, right? On the internet, it's not easy to like discriminate and stuff like this. This is not really talking about internet groups. I'm talking about building in person. But everything in your life you should discriminate like this with. Decide who you go to the gym with or who you talk to at the gym. Decide who the types of parents and children that your children get to associate with when you do whatever community stuff with your kids around where you live. You have to discriminate and choose who you build with. And even though things might look a little bleak for us, we are not. We should not ascribe to the beggars can't be choosers thing when it comes to who we build with, who we let be a part of our lives, and who we let be a part of our children's lives. So just remember that. Healthy discrimination. Everything that you build, pretend, and at least for a little bit in your mind, pretend that they are going to be part of your intimate family and will be spending time with your children, and scrutinize them through that lens and think, okay, if they have these faults or these behaviors, I need to think on that before I let them be a critical part of what I'm doing, or even let them sit at the table at all. So carry that in your mind. We need healthy amounts of discrimination and physically removing from what we build the negative element. We have to have that in our minds from the very beginning, from the inception. Don't do this beggars can't be choosers shit and just invite everybody to the table and hope for the best. No. That is stinking thinking. That is the mean pathogens put into us about equality and fairness and shit. We can't have that anymore. You got to crush that in yourself, and you have to discriminate like a real white person. So, with that being said, I love you all. We'll stop here at this beautiful log cabin. And there we go. I bumped the phone with my finger, and it turned off the recording. Anyway, we're going to stop here at this beautiful place. And I want to bid you all a great week. I am doing my best to get some guests for some Corner Club segments, but during the summer it's been hard for me to find guests for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So wish me luck. Hopefully I can get some good people for us to have a fun conversation with. But as always, check me out Monday night for Discordant Dragons. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and get with me about the camping trip if you still want in. We have 6 spots left. Goodbye, and God bless.